Beta here, and this is a recent match I played in my IS-6 on Siegfried Lines. As you can see, the teams are fairly well balanced with an even distribution of heavies, mediums, and TDs, and you'll also notice that there are no RDs participating in this battle, which is fantastic. Right now I'm going to move into position at E8, and I'll just fast forward as I get into position. So I'm in position here. Those of you who have watched my IS-6 mastery videos know that this is my one of my favorite positions to go to on this map when you have a bouncy heavy like the IS-6. So as you're going to see here, what I'm going to do is consistently move around. I'm going to be pointing west to pick up anyone kind of incoming in that direction, and if there's no targets there, I'm going to swing and point south, just to ensure that I'm always firing and always putting out damage in this match. So there is no one to the west there, so now moving south, where there's a slew of targets here. Bit of a low probability shot there, but it's better to take the shot. Sometimes you're surprised. And here's an STA-1. He moves out of range. Black Prince moves into range. I fire, quickly back off. And I'm going to move back in just a second. There's the STA-1 I was working on earlier, or was hoping to get shots in on earlier. He's back. I get a good shot into him. Quickly back off. So now you're going to see this throughout the match, where I'm just going to be constantly firing from this position, backing off. And if I do maintain my position, I'm angled the whole time to deflect any damage incoming. I think in this match, I deflect a total of over 2k damage from this position mostly. So one of the problems firing through those posts there is sometimes you'll actually just hit the posts. So if there's no one else sort of nearby, I will move a little bit more forward and expose myself to get a better shot. But if there's multiple enemies engaging me, I'll just allow my cursor to zoom in a bit more and hopefully shoot right through the posts. Bit of an unlucky bounce there. I actually hit the lower plate on the Black Prince. And there we go. Get a good fire into him on this upper plate. Now I am top tier in this match, so I'm not too worried about overexposing myself as long as I stay angled. You can see here I'm absorbing and deflecting a lot of the incoming shots with the side of my tank and my tracks. And those pillars are doing good work for me too. So here we go, another shot in that Black Prince. Fortunately it gets deflected and I get tracked. Not a big deal though, no one over there can really do any damage to me. Now that Chairi was able to get my turret, so I quickly swing around, plant a good shot into him. I didn't allow the cursor to fully zoom in there, and I definitely should have. I was in no danger of A, being hit, or B, having the target disappear on me, so that was a bit of a misplay on my part there. Could have actually got a shot that penetrated. So I'm not sure what happened there. That should have been a direct hit in the back of the IS-3, but unfortunately something got in the way, or I missed. But I'll get a good plant to that Chairi and quickly move back into cover. Now I overexposed myself there, but I was really hoping to plant a shot in the back of that IS-3, possibly even set it on fire. Unfortunately that didn't happen, but I still think the risk was worth it. So I'll move back in this comfortable position here. Get good damage in on that Black Prince, quickly move off. And that Black Prince was destroyed by our team's Chai-Ri. Now, I've put up over 3,000 damage here and still don't have a kill, so I'm really hoping that Comet decides to back off and allow me to finish him off. Unfortunately, my teammates get to him before he can back off. So I'm going to have to go hunting for some targets now and try to get some kills. So we're up 10-7, 10-8 now. I've got a good chunk of health left, and I don't have any kills, so I go a little bit crazy here, and I get very aggressive. And really, what I wanted to do in this situation was kill off the Roomba, so that way it was a one-on-one battle with the IS-3. But I think unintentionally the IS-3, just by moving around and trying to readjust, actually ended up providing that Roomba with some cover, which is very unfortunate. So unfortunately my shot's a little, or my aim's actually a little bit off, and I can't quite get the lower player of the IS-3 and shoot into his tracks. I get tracked. I try again. Again, my aim's just a little bit off. I decide to back off. The Roomba can put out, I think, around 700 alpha on that gun, so that would eat up a large chunk of my health, allowing the IS-3 to finish me off. I realized that we're up 12-9. And my team is going to start surrounding them, so I decide to rush in and apply a little bit of pressure just to see if I can get a kill or two. Fire clutch, keep moving, eat a shot here, eat a second shot. I'm above the IS-3, quickly face hug, get some ram damage. Here I'm wiggling my turret to ensure that he can't hit my commander's hatch. And there I finish off the IS-3. It was a bit of a risky play, but in reality the game was fairly well locked up and I wanted some kills. I mean, I'm putting out over 4k damage. The fact that I don't have a single kill up until that point is pretty friggin' ridiculous. $14-10, and we have a series of tanks here that are kind of one-shots for this Nashorn. The Nashorn hit me, I'd be a one-shot. That IS-3 would be a one-shot, the T-29 would be a one-shot, the T-55-2 is a one-shot, and there you see the IS-3 getting hit by the Nashorn. Yeah, the Nashorn's off in the field there at the K2 area. And I think the appropriate play here is just to cap, have the Nashorn either rush up, or we'll just take the victory. Now what you're going to see in the chat dialogue here is a common tactic from teams that want to prevent the cap from happening. You're going to see them start kind of goading us to stop the cap, attack the Nashorn, and while in all likelihood we could take out that Nashorn, quite a few of us are one-shots, so why bother? You know, the Nashorn's not going to give me much experience. It's lower tier, not a lot of health. I don't think there's any point in tracking that Nashorn down. I'm quite happy to sit here, let my team cap, and we'll take the win. As you see the chat dialogue happening, they're really trying to goad us into stopping it. We don't. This is the right play. We get the win. So I put it over 4k damage. I think I deflected over 2k damage. I only get 2 kills, but I out-damaged the next closest ally by over 2,000. So really what was happening is I was putting out a lot of damage to the enemy team. My teammates were able to come in, clean up, get the kills, move on to the next. Thanks for watching.